August 15th is the date where a new 23-24 season has finally made their announcement of arrival for Man United. Till today, combining the ongoing transfer window, the signing of Mount, Onana and Højlund certainly made some hype across the fanbase for sure. Besides, the positive review on some of the youngsters like Manu, Fernandes and Ahmad also brought another side of brightness to be anticipated. While Man United ended their pre-season last week with a result of 3 wins, 3 losses and 1 draw, we as fans can have a glimpse of some good, bad and ugly side of things on the pitch. From there, and a tribute from Stephen Housen, Fighting's review, in this video we will be discussing 5 lessons that we can learn and expect on a new season under the Dutch mastermind. Of course, before we enter into this video, what is up ladies and gentlemen, I'm Marvin, codename. Welcome to the Code United channel once again. And if you enjoy this kind of content, do please like, share and subscribe to this channel due to the fact each of your precious subscription will be a massive motivation for me to upload new content constantly. And ring the notification bell for every new upload. With that being said, let's get straight into the video. Number 1. Kobbie Mainoo ready. First and foremost, many Man United young players do play sensationally well, some of them given tremendous surprises. However, the player really driven the most hype probably be Kobbie Mainoo. Mainoo, before suffering an ankle injury, played in 3 pre-season matches against Leeds, Lyon and Arsenal. In all the matches, he looks absolutely superb. The central midfielder for Man United, especially capable in balancing both offense and the defense, had been somehow slightly lacking in the Man United squad. Given that Man United had a world-class CDM of Casemiro as a destroyer and Eriksen as a playmaker from deep, but both of them contain certain aspects of weakness in their department. Fortunately, Mainoo have brought that kind of quality. When his calmness on the ball, combined with his underrated press resistance, really showcased that he's more than ready to be an option to the first team. His best match against Arsenal, a direct face-off to the 105 million signing Declan Rice, Mainoo blew the park and straight up outperformed the former West Ham skipper. In that match, Mainoo completed a 23 out of 24 passes, with 1 missed pass was a long pass in which he completed 1 out of 2, won both of his ground duels and finally collected an assist to Bruno for the goal. Although Mainoo, with the unfortunate luck, suffered an ankle injury in the Real Madrid match, he had been a quality for the midfield role. Besides, also had been called the next generation of number 6/number 8 for Man United. But Mainoo may still need some works on his defensive side, given he's quite often mistimed his tackles, hence given an easy foul. Overall, Mainoo, hopefully after a full recovery and close management, can have a Garnacho-like breakout season. Number 2. The Onana effect. It's been more than a decade for the club legend David De Gea serving for Man United. David De Gea, across the decade for Man United, had gone from a skinny exciting prospect signed for Atletico Madrid to a world-class showstopper. However, when going into the 2017-2018 season, whereby an introduction of Klopp and both Brazilian goalkeeper Alisson and Ederson joined the Premier League rivals, there was a massive shift in playstyle, especially for top-flight teams, with emphasis of playing high line and from the back. Forces many goalkeepers to adapt the on-ball skill set and position themselves further, sometimes outside of the box. This playstyle eventually had David De Gea weakness on a full display. David De Gea's lack of confidence in his ball playing ability, combining his tendency to stay in his comfort zone, held back Man United playstyle. However, after the horrific performance against Man City in the FA Cup final, sealed the fate for David De Gea to leave Man United as a free agent, and here comes a bright quote box office goalkeeper Andre Onana signed from Inter Milan. The signing of Onana was a big deal due to the fact his performance in the Champions League final with Inter attracted worldwide praise for his ball-playing ability, where he made a number of line-breaking passes to forward from his own box and helped Inter to bypass the Man City press. And in the 3 half matches Onana participated had greatly transformed Man United. Onana, prompt to push forward and the confidence with the ball on his feet, helped Man United play an aggressive high line even against a strong Real Madrid and Dortmund team. Man United constantly play a high defensive line that suppresses spaces for opponents to operate. However, there was definitely a risk or a flaw with Onana related to Man United backline, in which if any error for any passes will result Onana being lobbed from long distance to goal. And the goal from Lens has been the best example. But overall, Onana will be a massive upgrade from a goalkeeping standpoint. Number 3. Goals still an issue. Last season, Man United has scored a total of 58 goals as a team in the Premier League, making them the least goal scorer among the top 6 teams. Besides, Man United also recorded the second most big chance missed in the Premier League with 71 behind Liverpool. The lack of depth and availability of number 9 spot did result Man United do not have a central target for goal contribution, even with the loan of Wout Weghorst, whom show tremendous heart and passion but do not possess the quality. Basically a desperation attempt move for Man United just to bring in anyone for the striker spot. The striker issue was so thin that Marcus Rashford, a wide inside forward, had slotted to the number 9 spot, but this move did eliminated Rashford's dangerous threat from the wing. Furthermore, Eric Ten Hag had also expressed his admiration for Anthony Martial, whereby Man United on the eye test did play the best with Martial on the team using his technical link-up play and a central positional sense. Coming to the pre-season, the lack of strikers still remains, and Eric Ten Hag had experimented Jadon Sancho, whom a winger at the striker spot, to play as a false 9 with surprisingly positive effect. In spite of Sancho in the false 9 position provide a tricky link-up play, Man United in general still do not have a great centre forward who will constantly target the central position or look to score. Of course, the signing of Rasmus Højlund will be a saviour for Man United to solve that issue. Unfortunately, with Højlund's recent injury concern report that being unavailable until September indicate that Man United might still have a headache for the number 9 spot. Who knows, maybe Man United really have to play Sancho up front in the beginning of the season. Number 2. Build up play learning curve. Follow up with the previous lesson, Man United in the preseason has shown fantastic build-up play in the defensive and the midfield section. With Onana and Martinez's highly rated ball-playing ability help Man United move up the field pretty good. And the combination of Mount and Fernandes' creative players link the play with relatively ease. However, on the final third is where things get really ugly. On the eye test, Man United struggled mightily on the final third, to be specific, against a low block team with predictable, rigid and lack of decisive off-ball movement made Man United offense very stale. And most of the goals scored by Man United in the preseason were from counter-attacking where the position was spread out very wide. This situation can be related to the lack of the proper number 9 commanding with a lot of Man United offensive players or more on the ball players. This can be evident that the introduction of academy player Joe Hugo on the field, Man United offense looks significantly better as Man United had a target for the offense to be spearhead. Overall, Man United and Eric Ten Hag will need to sort out their offense, and with the joining of Højlund hopefully can help Man United offense much more fluid. And number 1, definitely need more depth. Eric Ten Hag have kept a habit by utilizing a team roster and only uses players with performance guarantee rather than favoritism. As evidence, Aaron Wan-Bissaka was on the verge to leave Man United last season, being collected only one appearance before the World Cup. So much so, Eric Ten Hag would choose to play Malaysia a left back as a right back despite having Aaron Wan-Bissaka available. And with strings of amazing performance after World Cup, he only missed one game, proved that Eric Ten Hag valued a player's performance on the pitch with consistency. Coming back to the squad, we confirm all expected departure for the former captain Harry Maguire, Scott McTominay, Donny and Fred quickly slimmed down the squad depth, especially the midfield area. Let's look at the roster for midfield. We have Bruno, Casemiro, Mount, Eriksen and probably Meno that made only 5 midfield players for the Man United. While for centre back we have Martinez, Varane and Lindelof offshore if you want to count him in. With that kind of depth, it's near impossible for Man United to grind through a tough schedule. The great news that Man United will expect to make more signings with Amrabat, Todibo and Pavard being named to thrown around. But the depth of Man United easily still require more, and the priority is that the quality of depth for the squad, as last season many times if any Man United first team player injured, suspended or not available, our bench do not have a cover and we are screwed. Otherwise, we are unable to compete like of Man City or Arsenal when their squad with multiple additions managed to construct a scary depth to be ignored. So, with the last season experience, Man United will need more quality depth ASAP and allow the new signing to get used to the team in a quick fashion. That's the end of the video. Here are the 5 things that we learned and discussed after the preseason. What do you guys think? What's your take on the preseason and how will you foresee Man United in the new season? Comment down below so that we can have a discussion. Hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you all in the next one.